definitely. We believe that this struggle is intersectional. We believe that no one is free until everyone is free.
Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice.
Bibi, would you like to speak a little bit?
Okay.
Let's do it on the move.
Yeah.
What's going on right now here in Den Haag?
So right now we are blocking The Hague. We are marching together with everyone to the highway, the A12 to be precise. And we are doing that to, well, we want the government to stop her directly with subsidizing fossil subsidies.
The oceans
Are rising, and so are we.
The oceans are rising, and so are we. The oceans are rising, and so are we.
There's quite a crowd here in Den Haag today. Civil disobedience against unjust policies, that's right?
Well, you know, civil disobedience has been proven to be an effective way of demonstrating, so I think this is and we are with about 2,000 people, so that's an amazing amount. Now you only see 350, but later on there's going to be way much more. So that's
Science Rebellion, right?
Yeah.
You're here with the Science Rebellion Netherlands. Climate action can't wait.
Yeah.
So, are you a scientist? And how did you decide to move into the streets and into direct action?
I work in higher education. I'm a lecturer and a researcher. Work on sustainability transformations. And I think the classic interpretation of science as detached from society in the Anthropocene. It doesn't function like that anymore. So, given the urgency of climate action, addressing climate change, we can't afford to just write papers, wait until they are read, wait until they are going out of the academic system into the popular discourse, wait until it trickles down to policymakers. There's no more time for that. We've been trying that for 30, 40, 50 years, and it hasn't been effective enough.
And what about the effectiveness? How can you measure that? Like the movement in the last few years have been doing lots of blockades, a lot of demonstrations. What has gone better with all this direct action, do you think?
we're not here for no reason, because we still haven't been able to fulfill our goal. That's why we're here again. So it's a pity to be having to demonstrate, but what we have been able to fulfill was that in the government talks we were in various subjects. We've been getting a lot of attention. The subject fossil fuels have been getting a lot of attention. The politicians are getting a little heat underneath their feet, and that makes it worth it. And we hope, of course, that over a year less we won't be needing to stand here and really needing to do this, because then it will finally be over with fossil fuels. So that's the end goal.
We now need profound system change. And that means that alongside scientific work, we also need to take to the streets. And that's why we are here as Scientist Rebellion the Netherlands, part of Scientist Rebellion International.
And tell us a little bit about the fingers and the hands. How does this technique work?
Of course. So that's a good question. It's also a complicated one to explain. A finger is a group of people. It can be vary between 30 and 100 people. In one finger you have 1 or 2 finger coordinators, and that's a person who will be giving information about the action, about the demonstration, about the time, about the meeting points. Who will be giving briefings, but also debriefings, and being a contact person for the other people wanting to demonstrate, so creating a safe place. So those are fingers, and of course 5 fingers make a hand. So on bigger demonstrations like this is a hand, and eventually we're going to gather with different hands, and we're going to go onto the highway.
How many hands in total are gathering today?
Today we have about, I think it was 4 or 5 hands, but we call it a march because we are of course a big group walking.
Yes.
So 4 or 5 marches, and yeah, that's in total about between 1,000 and 2,000 people. So that's a very nice start. It's a lot of people from the Netherlands. And we've been getting a lot of attention from the police, from everyone, so that's good, that's great.
My name is Harold Buitendijk, and I work as a senior lecturer and researcher at Breda University. If we basically summarize climate science in one sentence, you could say we have to act now if we want to secure a safe and just future for humanity on Earth. And then it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from and what you vote, it's for the entire species. So in that sense, yes, to avert dangerous climate change we need to act now.
Oh, take me by the hand.
Strong in solidarity we stand. Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice. Hey, oh, take me by the hand. Strong.
Idee undermijnen als hij het zijn ruimte beter.
Rustig naar voren. Wij zijn Extinction Rebellion. Wij zijn een beweging van burgers. Rustig naar voren.
Langslopen aan de linkerkant.
De linie had toch niet.
Oké, lieve mensen, wij gaan nu naar de eerste rechtsaf en daarna...
Strong in solidarity we stand. Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice. Hey oh, take me by the hand. Strong in solidarity we stand. Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice. Hey oh, take me by the hand. Strong in solidarity we stand. Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice. Hey oh, take me by the hand. Strong in solidarity we stand. Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice.
Hello.
heeft ons toestemming gegeven om rechtdoor te gaan. En we gaan hier rechtdoor langs het World Trade Center naar rechts toe. Dus we gaan langs het World Trade Center naar rechts en dan vervolgen we onze route. Lieve mensen. We zijn het zat, heel Den Haag, want zo kan het toch niet langer. We zijn het zat, heel Den Haag plat. We zijn het zat, we zijn het zat, heel Den Haag plat. Heel Den Haag plat. We zijn het zat, heel Den Haag plat, want zo kan het toch niet langer. We zijn het zat, heel Den Haag plat. We zijn het zat, we zijn het zat, heel Den Haag plat. We zijn het zat, heel Den Haag plat, want zo kan het toch niet langer. We zijn het zat, heel Den Haag plat. We komen terug, met nog veel meer. We komen terug met nog veel meer, want zo kan het toch niet langer. We komen terug met nog veel meer. We komen terug, met nog veel meer. We komen terug met nog veel meer, want zo kan het toch niet langer. We komen terug met nog veel meer. Extinction! Rebellion! Extinction! Rebellion! What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Are we gonna get it?
Yes!
Are we gonna fight for it?
Yes!
Make some
Yes. Like now for future generations also, not for the living one, but also for those to come.
Yeah, exactly. So we're not here only for yesterday's and today's generations, but for the generations to come. And we as people working in education, because sometimes people forget, they think we do research, but we're also teachers.
Sure.
We work with future generations on a daily basis.
And yes.
We have to take our responsibility, clean up some of the mess that the system has caused, and make sure that they have a future and empower them to shape a better world.
And do you feel scientists like yourself and your colleagues here still a minority? The majority of scientific community is still not engaging in emergency actions.
There's a growing group of scientists that are taking action, but at the same time, I also realize that this is not for everybody.
Yes.
So for some, it's okay, they want to take to the street and take more direct action, and others want to change from within. Whatever role is comfortable for you,
Yes.
act in your own capacity, I would say. Yeah.
That's perfect. Thanks a lot for your remarks. And check out afterwards the after movie of the Extinction Rebellion TV, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So Free Palestine is a climate justice issue. What would you say? Would you argue about that?
I think it's really important that we as a climate movement really try to work together with the Palestine movement and see these struggles are interrelated. It's very important we work together because only united we cannot really be defeated. And I think it's so important that the climate movement realizes what power it has and that it could really help by calling for a ceasefire and by struggling against the occupation and colonialism in general. There are multiple facts on why Israel is destroying the land, and there has been so much research and you can find so much about this on how it's really a struggle of an indigenous people who is protecting the land and settlers who are destroying it. You can really see this struggle quite clearly when you look at Palestine.
You have also a newspaper here about what's going on there.
I am from the International Socialists. We make this paper every month, and we believe in really strengthening different movements, such as the climate movement and the Palestine movement, because it's really important that we as like a united working class work together and to fight racism, imperialism, and the climate crisis. Yeah.
How's the relationship with the police right now here in The Hague today? kind of like a tension going
There's
on?
a tension going on more than usual, but that's because normally we do not do this march, we do not do this walking. And because we've been doing this for the first time, the police is a little insecure. So when they get insecure, they want to be macho, of course.
Yes.
They want to show how big their muscles are, and that's what they've been doing the past hour.
Yes.
But they can't forbid us, they can't stop us, so we'll see who wins this game of machiness, except for that we are peaceful and never violent people.
Yes. And also lots of like joyfulness, like chanting, songs, dancing.
Yes.
So this is a joyful movement also, besides the pessimism.
For a police car there. So you can call it peaceful, of course, and joyful, but I guess that's also the atmosphere we would like to set. Because the reason why we're standing here is not so joyful at all.
Yes.
The fact we need to stand here is very sad, actually. The fact we're here on a Saturday with thousands of people, with thousands of people who feel the need to demonstrate because they feel like the future is being endangered. That's very sad. So to make it a little bit better, you know, you need to be joyful and sing some amazing songs and make the best out of it.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's that.
Amazing, yes. Here we have, of course, the fossil fuel industry that needs to be
stopped,
crushed down.
The subsiding of it. So we don't say, okay, bye-bye fossil fuels. Of course, in the future, that would be an end goal, but now we live off fossil fuels, but we want the bigger companies who can who can earn a lot of money from fossil fuels and have these like bankrupted deals with Shell, with other companies. That's what we want to stop, because eventually we're also paying for fossil fuels in our tax, and that's a little weird. I'm paying my tax to, you know, not have a future. Doesn't sound like a nice thing to do.
Yes. I totally agree. Wow, that's quite an amazing crowd.
It's nice, right?
Yes. Music going on and chanting, that's gives solidarity an artistic also perspective. It's a cultural event also, we have to change culture, right?
Absolutely, but without solidarity you would not be able to do this with everyone. You need to keep it peaceful and you need to keep it joyful, and we need to be one in touch, and we need to be sweet with each other, for each other.
Yes. Right now in Europe there are the roadblocks by the truckers, they are burning stuff up. How do you see the difference between these movements?
So it's very funny because there are some differences and there are also some similarities. The similarities is, of course, they are getting oppressed by bigger companies, so they protest. The difference is that they're pretty violent. They use fire, they use big trucks. They're not, you would call the definition of peaceful.
Yes.
And that would be the big difference for me between an Extinction rebellion and the truckers on the farms protests and demonstrations. Because we're peaceful and we do not want to harm a soul.
Yes.
We have also a refugee crisis, not only in Palestine but worldwide, because of the climate refugees also.
Yeah.
So that's another emergency, right? And here in Europe, some governments, they try to treat it like a fortress, try to treat people as illegal, depending on where they come from. So that's another emergency, would you say?
Definitely, and especially now in the last months, Wilders has been elected, so it is only going to get worse in terms of the policy that we have on refugees. He's really trying to actively, he's just an Islamophobe, and he tries to strengthen like this fortress Europe. So I think it's really important that we we organize and we fight against that racism and those border policies. And also as a climate movement, because the climate crisis is only gonna expand the amount of refugees, climate refugees. So it's so vital that we also strengthen the movement against racism.
Slachtoffers zijn van de klimaat. Slachtoffers zijn.
Hello there.
Hi.
Bye.
Would you like to say a few words for the Extinction Rebellion after movie? Do or die.
People,
Oh, do or
our
die.
new action, direct action group.
Wow, that's interesting.
So
Explain.
Today we're here to share some radical literature with people because we are very frustrated with Extinction Rebellion and how they exclude militancy from their tactics. While this is a fucking disaster. The world is fucking ending. People are dying. People in Gaza are still being bombed, and we're sitting on a fucking road and not doing shit. And that's bullshit. And I think we should do more. So that's why we're here, to incite some rage and give people some new ideas, some inspiration about what else we can do about this.
Yeah, some inspiration for rage. For instance, what's an example of enraged action that you would recommend?
Well, you know, in France, when they do road blockades, they actually break open the road and build a fucking wall. So even when the cops get them off the road or try to and fail, the cars cannot move, and they a lot of economic, which cause more economic damage to the fossil industry. A whole fucking lot more. You know, in the 80s, there was a huge streak of people destroying. You know, the place where people fill up their car tanks from Shell.
Yeah.
They just, you can literally just take a pair of garden shears, pull the thing out and snip.
there's a Nazi over there with a Prinsenvlag, you know, in his bag.
Yeah, really?
And they're not sending him away at all or nothing at all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when we yell, Nazis come off our street,
Yes.
they'll come to us and say that we have to be quiet.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're verbally abusive to Nazis.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the Nazis are allowed to be here, for according to Extinction Rebellion. But if you say anything to them, you're the violent one, and I think that's bullshit. And I think we should absolutely not allow Nazis in our demos, because they co-opt our message, and maybe people think that it's okay to be a fucking Nazi, which it is not, and we should do everything to keep them out, get them out and keep them out and keep them away, keep them scared. You see how the PVV has won. They're a fascist party, and we should acknowledge that the Netherlands is fascist as fuck, and we should change something about that. So yeah.
So lots of movements come together, also like the queer movement, the punk movement, the
Oh, yes, definitely.
refugee movements. They come together here in your own actions here in the demo.
I mean, yeah, definitely. We believe that this struggle is intersectional. We believe that no one is free until everyone is free. All of the struggles are connected to each other, and
No one is illegal.
yep, no one is illegal. We have stuff about mythology of work, just like against the neoliberal.
Against bullshit jobs.
Neoliberal bullshit and the beliefs that come with that. We have some new ideas about what you can do about forests. Imagine a world without police. About blockading and forest occupations, which is also sick, and people should do more. support and how we should be there for each other, because we are in this together, and
This is anarchy. The
and it is
anarchists.
quite radical to be gentle and care for each other, so we can be dangerous together. You know, the classic Love and Rage, and we have the Introduction to Anarchism by Peter Storm. Our basic concepts and ideas. Most people take that one. Most people that are still clueless about it. And this one is really sick. This one is an interview with frontline militants from Palestine, and talking about what they're doing to build an anarchist revolution in Palestine, and how we in the West can support them.
What can we learn from the Intifada?
What can we learn from them? Well, I think what we can learn is that we are in a completely different situation than them, and we have no idea what it's like to live in an occupied territory as Palestinians. But I read it last night, and they said the most we can do is amplify their voices. So talking about Palestine in the media and on social media, and letting people that have no idea about what's going on there and are brainwashed by the corporate media, who all support Israel and the occupation. That bus over there has EBS on it. That's an Israeli.
Because the people have the power. Tell me, can you hear it? Getting louder by the hour. Power. People. Power.
Power to the people.
Because the people have the power.
The people have the power.
Tell me, can you feel it?
Tell me, can you feel it?
Getting stronger by the hour.
Getting stronger by the hour.
Power. People. Power. People. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Because the people have the power.
Because the people have the power.
Tell me, can you hear it?
Tell me, can you hear it?
Louder by the hour.
Louder by the hour.
Power. People. Power. People. Make some noise.
Nou ja, als jullie in de zandkast proberen te blijven, dan is het
Israel is a fascist state.
Absolutely. Israel is a fascist state. Fascist, genocidal state. I don't know.
Intifada is that when we are confronted with organized violence, we have to fight back. We can't sit and wait until they drag us away.
What we can learn from the Palestinian people is that we should absolutely not trust the state. You see all these people, they're mostly very privileged people that still trust the state and trust that when they get taken away they will not be tortured, beaten, or taken to prison or killed. That's privilege right there. That you can be arrested, have fun being arrested, sit in a little bus, have a little party in the bus, and then and then go off, have a beer with your friends. So far outside of the reality that these people are living in. So far away. And I think
It's not gonna change. Fuck.
And I think we should stop taking the privilege for granted, because also the PVV has in their list of what the things they're gonna do is to get rid of fine sentences and like working sentences. They want to send everyone to prison, and you know who's very happy with that? The Dutch prison industrial complex, who has been lobbying for years and years and years to keep their prisons open, even though they're almost empty. They have a bunch of almost empty prisons ready to take y'all all in, all of you, when they're done, when they're sick of you, you know. So I think we should be more careful, and we should stop doing stupid shit like this, where the whole point is to get arrested and feel good about yourself. I think we should take action into our own hands and actually fight these corporations and these governments, because this isn't gonna change shit. We are from the Dodo Collective.
Dodo, yeah.
We're new, up and coming, mostly educational.
Yeah. Dodo is an animal that went extinct because of human action. Is that right?
That is. That's true.
Okay.
Thank you
Yes.
for letting me speak. Thank
Yes,
you for the
for
good
sure.
questions.
Take me by the hand, strong in solidarity we stand. Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice. Take me by the hand, strong in solidarity we stand. Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice. Take me by the hand, strong in solidarity we stand. Fight for climate justice, fight for climate justice. Take me by the hand, strong in solidarity.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
Can I get a little bit of you talking for our film, the after movie of Extinction Rebellion TV?
Of course.
Yes. How does it feel to be sticking together in solidarity with the climate justice movement right now?
I'm very happy about two generations.
2 generations?
I'm your aunt.
Oh, really? And
Family meeting.
family meeting.
Climate justice.
Tell us, what you are expressing here in your banners and flags?
Our second name is BOS, B-O-S, and that means forest. Forest.
Yes.
So, we be careful.
Okay.
We don't want fossil fuel, but we want forests.
Forests.
More trees. Yeah.
Yes. And this flag says that the crisis is now.
Yeah.
So with
Homemade.
homemade.
You see?
Did you paint that?
Yeah, we did it.
Homemade.
You see?
Did you paint that?
Yeah, we did it.
And what does it mean exactly? The crisis is now. We don't have no time to waste.
Yeah,
That's it.
Of course, and maybe it's too late, but we still have hope that will not the technical solution, but we all have to change.
Yeah, yes. You're hopeful that change is coming?
You can't stop hoping.
And also the animals are here, so it's not about the humans, it's also about all life.
And the plants, yeah. It's about my grandchildren.
Yes.
And also the people in poor countries who have now already the consequences of this.
Oh, the consequences, yes. The consequences are going on right now. It's not the future. Yes. What are your name?
Aleid.
Aleid. And she? What's her name?
Annetje. And she's also Annetje Aleid.
That's my. I'm also called after her.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Thanks a lot.
Toch niet langer. Na, 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 na.
You said you have granddaughters? You have granddaughters?
Granddaughters and grandsons, yes.
Oh, yes. And how does it work with this generation of youngsters?
They are not here. They are not here. And I have one daughter. She dares not to get children.
Oh, yes? She doesn't want you to have children?
Because of the future.
Oh, because of the climate future? She doesn't want you to have kids?
Yeah.
That's happening also?
She dare not, yeah.
She dares not?
She's working with children, a lot of children in education, so she is very fond of children, but...
But the children are becoming activists here in the Netherlands for the climate movement also, right? Some of them?
Not all.
Not all.
I have 4 children, but not all. They still...
But do you think it's important for children to become activists from an early age?
Yeah.
Or
so.
wish... Yes? Okay.
We hope they will change.
Yeah, great. So several generations here on the struggle.
Yeah, that's a good thing. A good sign.